Hi, my name is Zoe Griffin and my favorite food is steak.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Dill and my favorite athlete is Sis Bates.
Hi, my name is Molly Needham and my favorite food is Chinese food.
Hi, my name is Alexis Kierstadt and my favorite athlete is Sydney Romero.
Hi, my name is Juliana Hutchins. My favorite food is ice.
Hi, my name is Eilani Hicks. My favorite food is chicken.
There's Team Oklahoma Green Country Little League. Haley Galvin is one of their head coaches, and this team, a pretty new team. They've come together right before regionals, and they have been unstoppable. This lineup is so scary, and Juliana Goose Hutchins, circle her in that 3 spot. Huge bat.
9 RBI for Goose, 28 RBI, the entire Oklahoma team.
It'll be Alexis Kierstadt leading off for Oklahoma. They have scored 33 runs in this World Series, only given up 5. And Green Country Little League would be the first team from Oklahoma to win the Little League Softball World Series if they come out on top today. Alexis Kierstadt facing Jenna Kiefer in the circle. One of the taller pitchers that we've seen this week. She's 5'9" and just always looks so comfortable in the circle.
Well, she's got a lot of late sharp movement as well. Curveball, changeup.
That one goes right over her head, bouncing out to center field. A good start for Alexis Kierstadt and Oklahoma.
Oh, and Kiefer has been so strong this week. 3 wins, 18 innings pitched. There's 26 strikeouts. And I love the fact she's only issued 2 walks, 2 free passes, because she puts the ball on the edges, Amanda. And again, it's that curveball.
I talked to Kiefer's parents before the game. Her dad told me, I never thought I'd see her out here like this. Because when she went to play her first game as a 5-year-old, she hung onto her dad's leg the entire time. She wouldn't even take the field. He said, I never thought we'd finish it through the season. She doesn't like being in the spotlight, but it's been awesome to see her dominate through this tournament.
This is the biggest spotlight of the whole summer, Chris, for her.
Yeah, and Coach Vicky, the manager for Virginia, talked to us about how much she has grown this summer and just become a big leader for this team and really come out of her shell.
Taylon Starr does get the hit and brings us to Juliana Hutchins facing Jenna Kiefer. Now, these two teams have not played each other. They were in different pools during pool play throughout the week. So the first time that Kiefer is seeing Juliana Goose Hutchins. And Aislinn Bossler wants to go out and talk to Jenna. These two have such a great relationship. They've been together for a little while. They play travel ball together. And you guys know how important that relationship is with your catcher when you're a pitcher.
You've got to be able to communicate.
Communicate, know each other's tendencies, nuances, how to settle each other down, make sure that we're focused but settled down. The butterflies all kind of in formation.
Flying V.
What do you have to do against a hitter like Goose Hutchins?
Got to live on the corners. And I think, too, Michelle, you kind of hope that you'll live on the corners and get a strike call, or she will go for one a little bit off the plate. But you'd like to pitch around her a little bit and make somebody else beat you. It's a good pitch right at the knees. But the thing about Goose, Michelle, is that her spray chart is really all over the field. Oftentimes in the World Series, she's been pitched outside. That's why you'll see a lot of hits on the left side of the field. Missouri tried to pitch her inside. That's that blue mark out in right field that she got a hit off of. So oftentimes they try to stay outside and change speeds against her. But it looks like now they're going to go in.
And Goose is able to beat it out. All runners are safe. Bases loaded. It took a high hop.
Well, typically Goose will drive the ball to the outfield so the defense is back, and this ball's just going to be a slow developing play, and Goose runs very, very well, especially coming out of the left side of the box, so bases loaded situation now for Oklahoma here. Virginia's going to be pulled in defensively. Anything hit at them sharply, try to come home.
Candace Burnett behind Goose has done a really good job of stepping in and hitting behind her. She's hitting .333, but she has not had a hit since Saturday. Has reached base.
Well, and Courtney, this Oklahoma team doesn't strike out a lot. So while the first 3 times that they've gotten on base in this game, they've not crushed the ball like we've seen them do at the World Series, they still put the ball in play, put pressure on a defense, and they just don't help a pitcher out by striking out a ton.
Had 9 strikeouts, and this is their 6th game. Pretty good.
Yes.
We've got 5'9" against 5'9". Candace Burnett is super tall, and she's got the bases loaded right now. Kierstadt, Starr, and Hutchins.
Oh, you mean Daddy Longlegs?
Daddy Longlegs.
That's exactly
her nickname,
what I mean.
Exactly. Well, I think that's a great nickname, actually.
Me too.
Oh, that was a nice pitch, was it not?
Really good pitch on the inside corner. And as a pitcher, that's a pitch you definitely need against the type of offense that Oklahoma is. If you start getting squeezed a little bit, it can be tough. But see, I love that. So she doesn't get the inside corner. She goes back to the outside. And sometimes that's what these first couple innings are. You're trying to learn the umpire's strike zone. You're trying to, navigate these hitters. So you've got to go to the part of the zone where you know you're going to get the call. And if you're not getting on the inside corner, you got to go back outside.
Jenna Kiefer has the advantage. What a strikeout with the bases loaded.
Gets herself back into the count and then throws this curveball with that late break right at the knee. She has such good late movement. Jenna Kiefer, again, finding the strike zone, back against the wall, bases loaded, able to throw strikes.
Riley Dotson will step up now. Bases loaded, just 1 out. Dotson's only hit came in pool play when they faced North Carolina. She went 1 for 2 with a single. Bossler trying to catch the runner. Can she slide home safely? Well, she slid head first, though. In Little League, you're not allowed to slide head first unless you're going back to the bag.
Michelle, to me, this looked like it was supposed to be a squeeze. Kierstadt gets that jump and gets way off of third base. Looked like they're anticipating Dotson putting down the bunt, and she does go head first into home, so she's going to be out. Have to slide feet first.
And if she would have come in feet first, she may have been safe anyway.
Yes.
Virginia's throws a little bit high, but that mistake of coming home head first, one of those safety rules that Little League implements.
Now, the only time you can slide head first is when you're retreating back to the base that you were just at. The rest of the time, for safety reasons, feet got to go first. Two runners in scoring position now for Riley Dotson. Dotson, a big OU softball fan.
Kiefer just continuing to find the strike zone with runners on base. So smooth.
Starr and Hutchins still out there for Riley Dotson. Kiefer ahead 1-2.
Well-located pitch by Kiefer going up in the zone. Dotson doesn't bite at that pitch up. So easy to swing through those when they get up in your eyeballs.
You want it bad. And you even see Bossler, she set up outside, and then as Kiefer went into her motion, set back up on the inside corner, trying to disguise which side of the plate that Kiefer is going to throw to if Oklahoma is starting to call it out to their hitters. She did it again.
And Riley Dotson will take that walk. Bases loaded once again for the number 6 hitter, Lily Beveridge. Again, Kiefer does not walk very many. That's just the 3rd walk that she's issued in the World Series. Lily Beveridge coming off her first hit in their semifinal win over Missouri. It was a single. First pitch strike.
Well, and that's what Kiefer needs to do in important situations, work from ahead.
Beveridge got underneath it. Erica Figge is going to walk it up like a pro. Crisis averted for Team Virginia. Yeah, they're fired up. No score.
Look at that. Here they are. That same group of girls just 9 months later playing on national television for a World Series title.
Chris, you gave me goosebumps there with that story.
Yeah, I made that speech October 2nd of 2020, and it was after practice. How awesome is that? That's how hard these clubs have been working to get here, to punch their ticket to this Little League Softball World Series. It's incredible.
Savannah Wright will lead off this inning. And every time we hear from Bill Figge, I mean, he's preaching the hard work, but also it's always, hey, have fun today.
Yeah.
Go out there. And I love that about him because it is fun. It's Little League Softball. You should be having the time of your life out here.
Well, I always used to even tell my professional team in Japan that the umpire says play ball. He doesn't say work ball, right? He says play ball.
Yeah.
So play ball, have fun, go out there and enjoy yourselves. Because let's face it, you do play better when you're enjoying it and you're having fun. You don't have the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Well, it's also fun to play on ESPN.
Yeah.
That's a big motivation for a lot of these teams, even going back to the regional, getting to have a lot of those games on ESPN. And of course, now you are on the main channel, main ESPN, playing in the championship game with a chance to win it all.
If we could go back, though, and do a retro game, because Bill Figge played Little League, and he said one of his best memories was playing his friends. Now, they did lose a game 24-23. I have no idea how long that game was, but he wanted to point out that his team did go on to win the championship after losing that game. Nice. But what a game that would be to call.
That's a lot of runs.
Yeah, there's a lot of runs.
It's an ERA deal breaker right there.
Exactly.
Oh, great contact from Savannah Wright. And it rolled a little bit. She'll be safe at first.
Well, Savannah Wright, the lefty, going up and taking a pitch on the outside corner, and again just going oppo. I love the fact that a lot of these young ladies are going up and they're hitting the pitch that's thrown to them. They're not trying to pull it. They're not trying to yank it. They are letting it get deep in the zone and driving it the opposite way. Really big leadoff hit for Savannah Wright.
Brings up the shortstop, Cammie Walter, a big Odyssey Alexander fan. You're going to hear that a lot from these Virginia kids.
I thought she might have pulled back there on that bunt attempt, but unfortunately it's going to be a strike. And Michelle, this Virginia team, they're just swinging at good pitches, too. That's something that they talked about going to the semifinal game, trying to get more offense going, was just as simply, and that's how easy it can be, right? To be a better hitter, you have to be on time and swing at good pitches. And they did that. It all started in that comeback when they scored 6 runs against Texas in the 4th inning. And I feel like they're bringing that momentum into this game offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it just takes that one inning where all of a sudden you get locked in. The ball, instead of looking like a little softball or a golf ball, it starts to look like a beach ball.
Yes. It's easier to hit that beach ball, too.
No doubt.
Not only could you see their confidence, I mean, you could kind of feel it in here last night. Savannah Wright leading off this inning with a single, and now Cammie Walter trying to help her out, but she's behind 0-2 to Zoe Griffin. I think that went off the face mask of Candace Burnett, the catcher.
Really hard.
Yeah, she's up like no big deal. Ooh. Runners going, they'll try to catch her, and it's dropped. Savannah Wright sliding in. This Virginia team is dangerous on the base paths. That's their 14th stolen base.
And that's kind of their MO. They're going to try to move the defense. They're going to force you to make a good throw and handle it on both sides. And so the throw comes down. It's short hop just a little bit. Starr tries to pick it, but it just pops out of her glove. So stolen base, the first one of the game for Savannah Wright.
Hey, it's a good day when you got softball, you got ice cream, you got some cool shades.
So cute.
Jealous.
Living his best life.
It's out there in right field, I think.
Yeah.
What flavor is that? Looks good.
Yummy. You can tell, too, because Virginia is having patience at the plate and not helping Zoe Griffin out. It's putting a little bit more pressure on her to find the strike zone, to be a little bit more perfect. And she doesn't have as good a command as what we saw out of her yesterday.
Yeah, when she threw against Missouri yesterday, Missouri swung at a lot of pitches outside of the zone, really helped her out.
Even, that pitch right there, Burnett setting up on the outside corner, but it just starts to bleed right toward the middle of the plate. So her misses are becoming kind of big misses more over the middle of the plate than a little bit off or inches off.
This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat to Cammie Walter. And she'll continue on out there.
Yeah, that's another pitch, Amanda, that kind of leaks back into the zone.
Mm-hmm.
She's got decent velocity, though, in the mid-50s. So she's getting away with it right now. But if Virginia's able to time that up, that could become an issue.
These at-bats, so we're seeing these teams battle early, and you're going to see that, I feel like, in all aspects. Runners going in hard to the bases, defenders going even harder on the field, because it's the championship game. You want to win it all. And these at-bats have just been so good early on.
10th pitch of this at-bat. And we continue. Look, Cammie Walter's got 4 siblings. She's used to having to battle, right? So she's just taking it to the plate.
Well, and I love that Zoe Griffin, as a pitcher, it's hard to continue to throw strikes in a full count situation. Let's see who blinks first.
Pop up. Tucker moving back. That was an impressive at-bat from Cammie Walter. They catch all the excitement from the Little League Baseball and Softball World Series tournaments and visit the first ever virtual fan zone experience. That guy will be there. What's up, bud? Visit littleleague.org/fanzone. Oh my gosh. Is this our pup date?
It's a pup date. Oh,
that nose boop.
Tell me where else you're going to get awesome softball, cute kids eating ice cream, dogs. I mean, we've got it all.
My dog is precious.
Oh, I love it.
We'll never hear from Amanda again. She'll be out looking.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another.
Look at that. You guys, I'll be right back, okay? I'll see you guys in the 6th.
All right. Good luck. That was Amanda Scarborough, everybody. Jenna Kiefer, the pitcher, against Zoe Griffin.
That's a good pitch right there, Michelle. Oh, I thought did he call it?
Yeah, he called it a strike.
He did call it. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I missed. I thought he was going to, and then it went away. And I'm like, wait, did it really happen? But beautiful pitch there on the outside corner.
Yeah, it's a curveball that puts kind of in the river and runs it. And if you can get that call, it's a good one.
Strikeout for Zoe Griffin. They were trying to get right. Savannah Wright's going to come home. Bill Figge just had the biggest fist pump of the week as Savannah Wright comes across home plate.
Puts his runner in motion again. Savannah Wright is stealing on this pitch. Gets Goose Hutchins not even looking at what's going on. Then notices that she's stealing, and then it catches Oklahoma's defense on the left side just sleeping a little bit, and Savannah Wright is able to score the first run. And Bill Figge, wow. I didn't even know. That's getting your legs into some fist pumps.
Exactly.
Wow.
He's a double fist pumper. He's all directions.
A full body fist pump. We were told to watch out for it.
Better not come too close.
Yeah.
That's a good sign for Virginia because teams that score first in the World Series are 22-2.
And now up Aaliyah Myers. They call her Tic Tac because she's tiny. Scooped by Needham at first. Look, when you do something to get your coach this fired up, it's a big moment.
Bill Figge loving it. Fist pump, score run.
These questionnaires, and they've got some incredible jokes. So we've started a joke of the day. So here it is.
No, we each got one right.
Yeah.
Good job, team.
Wait, does that mean she gets ice cream for all of us?
No, Chris said I didn't get it right.
That's kidding. I'll go to the food trucks. That's what's also awesome about here is we got food trucks in the parking lot.
This is Allie Tucker trying to beat it out. Good throw from Cammie Walter at short.
Tell you what, Virginia's defense is just looking so good. They're always placed in the right spot. Walter was playing a little bit up the middle, and twice now that's paid off for her.
Yeah, for Virginia, it's been their pitching and defense that's really gotten them to this championship game. It's really been only yesterday and today we've seen that offense get going a little bit more.
Well, that's what you see a lot of times from a curveball pitcher. So if you have a righty in the circle and she throws that curveball in the outside corner, a lot of right-handed hitters who don't really let it travel deep and go the opposite way, they tend to play a little bit of pepper with the left side of the infield. So we're seeing that. Ground balls to shortstop, ground balls to third base. So that's a good sign for Jenna Kiefer and company with her defense behind her.
And you can see even right now where Cammie Walter is playing more up the middle. It opens up a big hole on the left side in between third base and shortstop, but positioned.
Oh, and Zoe Griffin goes there. Right on cue. She heard you, Amanda. Look at that.
Yeah, that's her first hit of the World Series for Griffin. And because Walter is playing up the middle and Viruette is even playing a little bit off the line, it's just able to sneak past her. She hit that ground ball pretty hard.
Yeah, that's a pitch she got around. That was supposed to be on the outside corner, but really good piece of hitting to get around that and drive it through that 5-6 hole.
Miley Needham up now with a runner on. Oklahoma started this game with 3 singles in a row, but Virginia's defense and pitching shut that down. An Oklahoma team that loves to score. They've scored 33 times this week.
Kiefer continues to work that inside corner. Didn't get the call. She goes back to the curveball. She gets the swing and miss. And so even though she's not getting the call on the inside corner, you still have to go there, right? You can't be predictable.
Like now.
Needham is able to beat it out. 2-on for Oklahoma. And the top of the order coming.
Well, this is another one of those slow developing plays that just the ball going back up the middle. It's just out of the reach of the third baseman, and Walter's going to pick it up, but just not enough on that throw to get Needham, who runs very, very well. This Oklahoma team has more speed. You don't really see them run steal bases, but they can get down the line pretty good. And I guess to their defense, they haven't needed to steal bases because they just whack the ball all around the field.
Look, when you have this guy in the stands cheering you on, you can't go wrong.
He knows when he is on cam.
That's a pretty cool chain you got there, bud.
Yeah, it's Cam Casey's little brother.
Kierstadt pops up. Bossler runs hard into the wall. And it doesn't look like there's any padding over there on that side of the wall, so they're going to take a look at her arm to make sure that there's no blood, not a cut. But the hustle play.
Doing everything that she could to try to get that ball in the air, and she just ran out of real estate there on the field. But this is how hard Virginia is playing right now. It landed just out of her reach. What an effort by Aislinn Bossler. Whose mom, Kim, as an assistant coach, played at Winthrop, second base and third base, and she also calls pitches for Virginia. That's her right there with the visor.
I love it. Tough kid.
Wow.
Yes.
Guys, it's the championship.
That's right.
You got to give it all.
Yeah.
She's going to have a little scar there. She's going to see that. I got that when I played in the Little League World Series championship game.
Oh,
That's
right.
Battle scars.
That's right. Take pride in those.
Kiefer ahead 0-2. Back at her. Alexis Kierstadt rolls it up the middle. Oklahoma's going to try to come home. It bounces off of Bossler. Game is tied.
Kierstadt's just going to go right back up the middle. Really good hitting situation with a runner in scoring position. You just want to get it out on the green. She does just that. Figi with the throw in from the outfield. Just shortstop Bossler just a little bit. Really good effort trying to get that ball to make the tag. That was very close to being a great play at home.
Those plays are so tough for a catcher.
This is the tough part of Oklahoma's order now. Taylon Starr, Juliana Hutchins. They're both hitting over 460. Taylon Starr up right now hitting 462. Had a single in the first. Starr sends another run home. Looking for two. Got there in time. She is safe. Beat the throw, and 2 runs come across.
Taylon Starr just shortens up and lets the ball travel to just barrel it up toward the right side. And with the speed of Alexis Kierstadt, the leadoff hitter at second base, she was thinking, I'm going to score on this. Got a great jump. So much fire out of Kierstadt when she went in to score. Remember, she got called out for diving headfirst the first time she thought she scored. Now she really does.
So Goose, they are going to intentionally walk her. You do not have to throw the pitches in Little League, so they put her on. Brings us to Candace Burnett, who struck out her first time up.
You know, it's a different offense that we're seeing out of Oklahoma because they're just peppering the ball around the field, putting a lot of singles together, and usually this is a team that has a lot of extra base hits, driving the ball to the outfield, finding some gaps. scoring in different ways.
Never count out Oklahoma's bats.
No, 4 hits in a row. And it starts with the lower half of the lineup, right? When 8 and 9 can get on and turn it over for the top of the lineup that is so productive like Oklahoma, you know you're going to put crooked numbers up on the board. That's why this team is undefeated here.
Yeah, Oklahoma already has 7 hits. Their series high here in Greenville is 10 against Nevada. That was a heck of a game. Kiefer ahead 1-2 on Burnett.
Ooh. I like that pitch calling. So they go inside, they get the call. Last pitch, they come back inside, they don't get the call. But I think that's going to be important for Kiefer. If she can start to get that inside pitch called, it's going to make the outside pitch that much more effective as well.
Candace Burnett liked it a lot. Oh, and some extra time. Another run scores. Goose Hutchins hanging on at third.
Burnett is just going to take this pitch on the outside corner. After seeing 2 pitches on the inside corner, she adjusts to the curveball on the outside corner, puts it on the green, scores a run, a little bit of a bobble by Figi in center, and that's going to allow Goose Hutchins to get to third. And Oklahoma just showing the damage they can do.
And
Please now entering the game and batting for Oklahoma's number 17, Aubrey Davis, for number 21.
wow, 8 singles, 4 runs for Oklahoma, and Candace Burnett just picked up her 8th RBI of the World Series.
Well, and that's so important, and it has been for Oklahoma, because oftentimes they'll want to pitch around Goose. Remember, they intentionally walked Goose to get to Burnett, but Burnett has the second highest amount of RBI on the team, so she's been able to step up whenever they walked Goose. We just saw Erica Figi, the center fielder, who also is a pitcher. Interesting, Michelle, she was warming up in the outfield to her right fielder.
Our Olympic coach, Ralph Raymond, would do that. He'd go out and visit the pitcher. He'd throw Lisa Fernandez a ball, myself a ball if I was at first base and she was at third, and he'd be like, we would throw to our middle infielder so we would get warm.
Aubrey Davis comes in, immediately making an impact. She's got an RBI, bringing Goose home. How about that coming off the bench?
Davis just is able to find another hole, another single for Oklahoma. Goes up swinging, gets a little jammed, but is able to find the grass out there in front of the right fielder. And another run comes across. Alexis Kierstadt loving it in the dugout.
This is exactly what Oklahoma can do when they get hot. Ooh, I mean,
it's what they did yesterday, right? Chunks of runs, 3 in the third, 4 in the fourth, yesterday's game, and here they are just putting up really big numbers.
Cheyenne Dill, the substitute, coming in for Oklahoma. Oklahoma trailed 1-0, up 5-1. Still 2 on for Dill. Oh, just off the glove of Virouette at third. Just enough time to get there safely. She'll make the tag at third to get 1 out, though, so it's just 2 runners on.
This ball hit very hard at Virouette. Little bit of a bobble, but I love that she doesn't panic. She picks the ball up. She gets the force out it in third and then tries to turn two, but just not in time.
And Allie Tucker coming up for the second time in this inning as Oklahoma batting around in the second. Tucker skies it. Erica Figge underneath. A monster inning though for Oklahoma. 5 runs scored in this inning.
Just single after single after single, putting at bats together, putting the ball in play. 5 runs scored at Oklahoma, up 5-1.
And I want to be able to do that for these ladies, not just coaching them on the field, but what I can give them off the field as well. She said it's been a blast and something she'll always remember.
Chris, it's so cool, this coaching staff. But Taylor Redding is also one of the assistants. She plays softball, too, in college as a senior right now. And to have that resource for these young athletes, how cool is that?
Great role models. Yeah, it's awesome.
Isabella Virouette. Oh, wow, and Zoe Griffin made the throw from the ground.
It's Taylor there. She's their pitching coach and still is a student athlete playing college softball as a super senior. Able to lay down the bunt, and she slips, but I love the way that she finishes the play. Michelle, she didn't let that throw her off. You know, that takes such good core strength to fall and make that throw at the same time.
Top of the order for Virginia, Erica Figge. Well, this Oklahoma team is an all-star group from the Green Country Little League, and they took their 2 teams, only had 2 Little League softball teams, combined to make this all-stars team. Had a couple of practices, and then went and played regionals. Have not lost a game at the World Series this week.
Well, and what's cool, too, is that Haley and Taylor played together for like 6 years growing up. Went to opposite high schools, but still played together in travel ball for the Tulsa Elite. And then now they get to coach together. So it's kind of a neat story in itself that, you know, softball brought them together as teammates, and now they're together as coaches.
Yeah, and inspiring these young ladies. Love reading their questionnaires, too, how they were Oklahoma fans, Oklahoma State fans. There's a lot of great softball in that state of Oklahoma.
Absolutely there is.
Homer.
It's been really fun to watch Haley with the rest of the girls because they treat her like she's a big sister, and was watching them pregame and they were joking around and jumping on her back and trying to mess with her while she was giving an interview. So it's very much like big sister, little sister relationship between them.
That's so cool to have that on the field. And Haley told us, too, watching this group play, I mean, they have so much confidence and fire. She said their confidence is scary if you're the opponent. Miley Needham makes the play. 2 down.
Oh, what do they got going on there?
Was that, is it chicken tenders?
Yes.
Yummy.
Yeah, they've had all the food trucks set up along the street here for the fans that have been able to come and attend. It's mostly players, family, and friends. I believe there was a taco truck one day that looked scrumptious.
It's a great, place that we're playing at. Remember 2 years ago we were in Portland and we're here in North Carolina for the first time, and this park is just, I used the word cozy yesterday, and I don't know if that makes sense, but it feels just cozy
Does
to
that
be
feel
here.
right?
Like,
Does it feel good?
Yeah. With all the trees, and I don't know, it just makes you, I'd want to come and practice on this field.
I'm surprised you didn't talk about the swings.
Oh, and there's swings that just get so much action, like, I don't know, back and forth tens of thousands of times, non-stop.
Amanda has not stopped talking about the swings, guys.
Between that and dogs, I just...
Yeah. This is the ballpark for you.
It's a great community setting, right? And isn't that what Little League is? It's community-based softball, and so this just seems like the perfect environment for it.
Yeah, so many times when we started the week with 10 teams, and we got to talk to all of them. they said, yeah, these girls, a lot of them play travel ball, but they want to come back to their neighborhood and their community and play with their friends. In the circle now for Virginia, they're going to send in Erica Figge. We did see her warming up, guys, when Bill Figge went out to talk to the infield briefly. She'll take over for Jenna Kiefer. And Cambry Casey will be the one that she faces first.
Hitting for Zoe Griffin. I wonder if she'll come in to pitch.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
We've seen her, and she looked really good the last time we saw her. She's got 25 strikeouts in this tournament.
Oklahoma's pitcher, two-headed monster of power in the circle.
I think it gets overshadowed by their offense sometimes.
Yeah. Been up one earned run?
One earned run. 3 shutouts.
Is the run today earned?
Well, coming into the game, they had given up one earned run.
Right. Done and done.
We saw it when we put her name up on the screen. Her best moment this season, threw a perfect game.
It's a big deal.
Huge.
Got herself a hit coming in. Clutch for Oklahoma. And Chris, this is a pretty nice field, a new stage we got.
It is, but you showed the pictures. It's usually a baseball field for the local Little League, and they transform it into a softball field, but they have to do it in such a small window because the last baseball game was played on July 16th. So at that point, the head groundskeeper, Chris Ball, who actually played Little League on the same field, transforms it. They rip up the infield, lay down the dirt, and then as soon as this is over, they'll go right back to transitioning back to a baseball field.
Wow, and it's been beautiful.
And if you were here, you would never even know that this is a baseball field. It looks like just a pure softball field. So great job to the grounds crew who made that transformation. It looks stunning.
Well, and we've had weather this week, so they've done a great job of making sure the field is playable.
Yes, that has been huge, especially on Sunday. Got in 2 games. They started at 10 a.m., finished at 9:30 p.m.
It's a long day of work for them and our crew, too.
Yeah.
Yes. This is Aini Hicks. We do have mandatory play, which is great. It means everybody's going to get at least one at-bat, and they've worked so hard to get to this championship game. They deserve it.
I think that's one of the best parts of Little League, right? Young boys and girls don't want to play the game to sit on the bench. They want to play the game to participate with their teammates, with their friends.
And everybody gets to be a part, have a role, contribute. And most of all, Michelle, you know how important experience is at this age. Experience just grows you. Big moments, these at-bats, the big stages.
Runner going. Casey in scoring position. Moved over on the wild pitch. Just the second appearance for Erica Figge in the circle this week. And she's going to get herself a strikeout. We'll have the series finale tonight with the Yankees going for the sweep against the Red Sox at 7 Eastern from the Bronx. The Bombers have made it 10.5 games in just over 6 weeks and are now tied with Boston and Oakland for the wild card spot. It's right here on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. One tap. They get to play on ESPN. These girls get to play on ESPN. Pretty cool.
Very cool. Erica Figge's changeup is really working.
Alexis Kierstadt to the shortstop. She's got some speed and she is fired up. Little hop in the air.
Now we talk about the bats and the power of this Oklahoma team, but again, they can run. This ball hit to shortstop and Walter playing deep, and they just beat it out. This Oklahoma team, very talented all the way around. A lot of 4- and 5-tool athletes.
Runners on the corners right now as Casey is over at third for Taylon Starr, who had an 2 RBI single last time we saw her. Doesn't get back in time. Bossler to Figge over to Virouette.
You know, first and thirds are the plays that you work on at practice tirelessly that you just hate to work on because they're so situational. But Figge, being an athlete in the circle, Bossler fires it to her, and Casey thought that the throw was going to go all the way through to second. It didn't. Figge's throw to third base is on the money with the Virouette tag, and they get Casey out at third base. That was beautifully played.
And you know what set that up? Figge being left-handed.
You know it. It did.
It did,
for sure.
Right? Because she can catch and just throw across her body. If you're right-handed, you can't make that play.
And that split second would have been her being safe instead of being out.
Okay, so see, it was a little bit of a yes. Okay, I'm left-handed, but come on.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
it is true. Right, yeah.
It is true. But it is true, right? That was impressive. I mean, that is a built play.
Yes.
Right?
You make me better in all of our broadcasts for college games too, because I now look at a left-handed pitcher so differently, because me being a righty, we look at it from totally different perspectives.
How did you look at a left-handed pitcher before?
Well, I mean, just, you know what I mean.
I do
like,
know what you mean, yes.
A southpaw and so good, but just defensively, I guess is a better way to say that.
Yeah, because really, the way you field the ball, especially like a bunt situation, right? If there's a runner on second, international tiebreaker, it's easier for us as lefties to go to third to try to get the lead runner, whereas a right-handed pitcher might have to turn, get in a different body position. So it's all those little nuances that really change the complexion of the game, of the particular play.
And it's dropped. Run is home. Alexis Kierstadt across the dish. And remember, Erica Figge usually plays in center field. It's Savannah Wright out there right now because Figge's pitching.
Now this ball's just going to drop right in front of Savannah Wright, and then the throw is going to end up coming home, and that's going to allow Oklahoma to not just score a run, but to move up another 60 feet to scoring position for Starr.
She is on second for Juliana Goose Hutchins. They put her on last time up at the plate. They will pitch to her here.
You know, somebody like Figge, who's just so competitive and athletic, wants her chance to pitch against Goose. Lefty on lefty matchup. I was going back and looking at Goose's numbers, you guys, between regionals and the World Series. She's 13 for 18.
And that one hits Goose. So back-to-back free passes for Goose Hutchins to get on.
But 14 RBI, 7 walks, over a 700 batting average. I mean, just the numbers that she's put up, 2 out of the park home runs in that time span. So good. And you guys, I think that for so many of these players, and Goose included in that list, we're going to be watching them compete in college softball and move on to the next level.
Candace Burnett got herself an RBI last time up.
Well, and that's what's exciting. I mean, think about some of the athletes that have played in this Little League World Series and then went on to play in the Women's College World Series, right?
Yeah.
Jackie Trina, right? Ryan Murray for Alabama. I mean, you can just, there's numerous young ladies. Catherine Sandercock for Florida State. It's exciting.
And Goose kind of carries herself differently, too. Like, watching her warm up, like, just everything she does is a little bit different.
Her overhand throw is a cannon. Like, you looked at the definition of cannon of an arm, I think it would be Goose. I mean, it's just, whew.
That is the strangest definition.
That's in the softball dictionary, okay?
That's right.
Cannon equals goose. Taylon Starr still safe, all good over there at second. Goose on first. Candace Burnett takes her base. Couple of free passes in a row. Load 'em.
Important here with 2 outs, base is loaded. I know that Erica Figge is, making those throws to second and trying to do what she can, but you have 2 outs. Just try to get out of the inning and focus on the hitter to get the next out.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, we'll address that, okay? Hey, come here, guys. Hey, there's still a lot of game left. Okay? We're not going to quit. 110%. We control what we can control, and we got to make this fun. All right? We got 3.5 more innings left, or 3 innings, okay? Let's get out of this, and then let's find a way to hit. That's our only chance. Hey, we got to find a way to fight. We got to fight to try and win this game, because this is it. First or second in the country. It's pretty good. But let's fight to get 1. Let's fight for it, okay? So right here, lock in, calm down. We got to force out at any base, okay? Let's go, kid. I love you. You got it, okay? Come on. It's 2 outs.
Bill Figge, his daughter Erica in the circle right now for Virginia. His messages have been so positive.
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
No matter what's going on, no matter what the situation is.
Yep.
Riley Dotson at the plate.
There you go.
Oklahoma is 7 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Another run comes across. Can they make it to? Yes, Goose slides in. Runners are safe. Rolling is Oklahoma.
Riley Dotson is going to take a ball and just drive it through the infield. Gets that through the 5-6 hole. And a couple of big runs come up on the board. And how about Goose Hutchins? She's just motoring all the way around from second base. She was not stopping. 2 outs, green light, go.
Yeah, she expected to stop, Michelle, and then Galvin just pointed home, the third base coach. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll just keep on going.
Lily Beveridge. Myers falls on it and makes the play, able to get it over to second to get out of this inning. Oklahoma extending its lead with a championship. Teams made it to the knockout round, and then just these 2, Oklahoma and Virginia, left. And Zoe Griffin back in the circle for Oklahoma.
Yeah, the conditions have been challenging. They've even held the players in the dugout for a little bit longer because of heat advisories, so giving them some extra time in the shade to cool off and then go back out and take the field, just taking all the precautions. I mean, we've seen it all weather-wise, huh? 100+ degrees and then rain, lightning.
Humidity, dew points high.
Yes.
Hey, Virginia's got their magic grapes going.
Oh, okay.
They need them right now. Mm-hmm. Chris Button is a magic grape expert, and it's something that they've been using for a while.
Yeah, they've been for about the last 4 years when they realized that, hey, we're going to bring these grapes and they start to work. When we talked to Coach Figge the other day, he goes, but I need those magic grapes to work on the bats. So, but yesterday we saw a little bit of sprinkle of some magic grapes. We've seen actually some of the moms and dads and the brothers and sisters have been asking to have some in the last couple innings too, hoping that the magic spreads around the stands.
We had some too, a couple
quarterfinals, yeah. And I think I've had my best broadcasts ever.
They work. We might need to travel those in the spring. Put it into the budget for college softball, huh?
Yeah. Kaylee Hodges' parents are the ones that bring those magic grapes for the team. And if they run out, if there's multiple games in a day, they go out and buy some more.
That's right.
Yeah. Got to do what you got to do.
That's right.
Well, Kaylee Mitchell is trying to get those bats going and channel that magic grape power here as Virginia down to Oklahoma in the championship. How about that? Magic grape-worthy hit from Kaylee Mitchell.
Hey guys, the Virginia team came up to me earlier, and I am not known as the ESPN reporter. They came to me and they said, "Oh, you're the girl that eats the grapes on TV." Yes, I am.
You're the girl.
I will gladly take that title.
And you're the girl who swings.
That's right.
Yes.
You eat grapes. Just does it all.
Got the jokes.
Yes.
Jasmine Miller. Got a runner on. This is how Virginia needed to come out. You heard that positive message by Bill Figge when he came out into the circle in the last half inning. Virginia's starting to respond.
This is where they did it last night. 6 runs in the 4th inning.
Miller will fly out to Kierstadt in right field. First out. Yeah, that 4th inning was just crazy. Virginia went in down by 4 runs and scored 6 runs in the inning.
A huge shift in that game. Be able to earn a spot here. The way that Jenna Kiefer pitched and shut down the Texas bats after that.
One of the most runs they've scored in any game at the World Series was 7. Savannah Wright at the plate.
You know, you learn so much, you guys, I think, win or lose, but from playing on this big stage, from playing in these big moments, it's experience really that you can draw from, you know, from the positives and also the negatives that you'll be able to take in the next time that you go through something like this, because the nerves that you feel in a championship setting like this are nerves that you can't really recreate at practice or just in a regular season game. So when you're playing for championships, you get better no matter win or lose.
Yeah, what an experience for both of these teams. And it's taken so much to get to this point. You know, you do your state tournament, districts, regionals. It's a lot for the players. It's a lot for the parents. I don't know who's more nervous, if it's the players or the parents.
Parents.
I agree. I think parents at times.
Don't get outside of who you are, okay? You're Zoe Griffin. You prove that you belong out here, okay? Get back to your zone. Get back to what you do, okay? And that's throwing strikes, hitting your spots, but being calm at the same time, okay? So get back to doing that, and everything will be fine, okay? It's you and Candace. That batter's in the way. They gave you enough wiggle room right here, okay? Your team did that for you, okay? So go out there, do your job, okay? Here we go. Thank you.
Galvin in the circle to Zoe Griffin. You said it yesterday, Amanda. I can never go back to not being able to hear them when coaches come into the circle. How do we get that approved for college softball?
I think we need to talk to some NCAA people and try to get that in the works. But it's just so fun to eavesdrop like that. It's really cool to be in that huddle.
Guys, you mentioned how nervous the parents are. I have the pleasure of sitting next to or above a bunch of them, including Zoe's parents, who one is watching on the TV listening to us, and the other one is the mom is freaking out. She's like, I didn't even know that Zoe was going to play today. It's been really cool, though, to just you watch them pace back and forth and sweat.
Maybe it's better she didn't know, so she didn't have to worry about it.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, don't worry until you have to, right?
Savannah Wright takes the walk. And Virginia will make a substitution. Mandatory play is in effect, so everyone will get an at-bat. This is about the time you see those substitutions start to come in. Looks like it'll be Trista Davis stepping up to the plate next for Virginia. Big opportunity for her with 2 runners on. Oh, and they say it hit her in the box.
Davis is going to square around. She reaches out for it, and it just pops back up and hits her bat. She's still in the box, so it'll just count as a foul.
Davis hasn't played softball in a couple years, back to the sport and earning her spot on this all-star team for Virginia. We're told she's one of the goofballs on the team. Dotson grabs it. Another substitution for Virginia. Kaylee Hodges, she's the one that her parents bring those magic grapes. She's going to sub in. We've also seen her pitch in this Little League Softball World Series. Virginia came in to Greenville with what they felt like was a true pitching staff with Hodges and Jenna Kiefer. Got them to this point.
You think about what's next for these athletes after this game is school. I mean, in Texas, we already started school.
Why do you have to bring that up? We're not done yet.
Kind of wrinkled up your face when you said that, too.
I know, school.
Yeah, end of summer. But it's the summer forever. It is Little League.
That's true.
Ooh.
Oh, great grab! Alexis Kierstadt on the move!
Alexis Kierstadt out in right field. Great first step. This Oklahoma team, so much talent. Look at the way she's going to go get that. Kierstadt shutting down the thread. Oklahoma in control.
Out in center field. Oklahoma's feeling good about their bats. They're up 8-1 in our championship game. And Allie Tucker will start this bottom of the 4th inning.
You know, I think the Swings will be excited for a little break after this championship game. Everybody's a little tired.
Yeah.
Swings, though, are going to be like, yes, finally.
Yeah. Foul ball.
It's a nice little play by Candace Burnett, excuse me, by
Bossler,
Bossler. She just she threaded the needle. Right? She threw that right over her. You always make the play. Don't wait for the umpire to make the call.
Yes.
Allie Tucker digs deep for it off the glove of right. 2 bases for Tucker.
Allie Tucker just squares this ball up and drives it. It just continued to carry just out of the reach of Savannah Wright out there in center field, who normally is the right fielder for this Virginia team. Allie Tucker in the bottom of the lineup hit that so hard.
Allie's first double at the World Series, her 4th hit. And here comes Bill Figge out to the circle.
Center field. Hey. Keep your head up. Just take your mask off, relax, and you got this, okay? Savannah to right. Jazz 1. Hey, just lock it in. All right, do the best you can, okay? Hey, love the moment here, okay? All right? This isn't last night. Different umpire, different everything. Just love this moment, okay? You're getting a great opportunity here. Let's just do it, okay? Come on, let's go. Which one just so you can pick one. All right.
While Kaylee Hodges picks her rosin bag, we will step aside. New pitcher in the circle for Virginia. Pitching change for Virginia. This was just moments ago. Haley Galvin for Oklahoma, giving some props to Erica Figge of Virginia. I love to see that sportsmanship. I mean, these girls are so talented to get to this point. And Erica Figge has been so good.
These young ladies, they work so hard for this. They wear their heart on their sleeve. You know, you can just see the emotion that they play with. That's why it's so compelling.
Figge back out in center field where she just owns it out there as Kaylee Hodges is in the circle now. Walter scoops it, but the runner moves to third. Long days, doing 4 games a day, and thank you guys everywhere, guys and gals in the truck, on the field, everywhere. We're lucky to have you on our team. Taylon Starr at the plate right now for Oklahoma. Starr does represent the winning run for Oklahoma as the run rule is up 10 runs after 4 innings.
These Oklahoma hitters have such good bat speed. The ball just sounds different coming off of their bat, even with a foul ball or a ball that's not squared up 100%. You can just tell that they see the ball really well, make good contact consistently.
Yeah, there's a reason that this is now the 3rd time that Oklahoma has scored 9 or more runs in a game. They can really connect on the ball. Oklahoma's got 15 hits.
Yeah, and
today,
coming into tonight's game, we mentioned it earlier, just 9 strikeouts as a team, which is impressive because that shows that they understand the strike zone. They have really good bat control.
And only 1 tonight.
Taylon Starr slips one into the grass over in left, 2-on. What do you do with Juliana Goose Hutchins?
You know, they pitched her tight. She has that 1 single back in the 1st inning, but she really didn't square it up. She got a little jammed and found a hole and then intentionally walked and then hit by pitch, trying to work her on the inside corner. Just have to be careful. You got to work off the corners, keep the ball at the knees.
Try to mix some speeds, and if you can't pop her up.
She will get popped up into the glove of Mitchell. Oklahoma adds one more run. Green Country Little League up 9-1. Countdown. A lot of players listed some football players as their favorite athlete. How about Haley Galvin as a football player when she was little? Played a little defense.
So cute.
Now she's coaching a really talented Oklahoma Little League team. And they're up 9-1 in the championship game.
16 hits that they've put up in this game. This offense just has been unstoppable in the postseason.
And all singles except for one double.
Yeah.
Guys, the top 2 hitters in Oklahoma's order are a combined 8 for 8.
8 for 8.
Cool. Well, we've seen Virginia get the bats hot. Bill Figge told him to take your bat to bed with you before their semifinal game. Get it warmed up, and it worked. They came alive yesterday to get to this game today. Can they get them alive here? Remember, Little League, 6 innings, and we're in the top of the 5th.
Okay, look, good job. Okay, good job.
Pitcher they have on their roster.
Cam Casey, remember, threw that perfect game. That's her season highlight. Similar to Zoe Griffin, likes to throw that screwball and her curveball. Cam Casey has been a really big part of this pitching staff. I'm sure she's excited to get some innings in the championship game.
Now, when this Oklahoma team faced Arizona, Cam Casey in the circle, only gave up 2 hits, no runs, and struck out 13. Taking on Aislinn Long right now.
Chug that down.
You gotta hydrate.
Yeah. Look at that changeup, Michelle.
Wow.
That is a tough pitch.
She works the ball on the corners, and then how about that? Comes back with that changeup, a little bit of a flip. Just boom! Shows up over the dish. There's not much you can do if you're fooled and you see it. You're swinging at it, and it's already past you at times. It's hard to react to that. Yeah, and she's getting some love from her teammate. Griffin cheering on Casey.
I got to borrow a phrase from our colleague Kayla Bro. That was filthy.
That was filthy, and that's what I look like, I think, against Taryn Mowitt's changeup for
Yeah.
Arizona.
This is Jordan Jefferson for Virginia.
Like who our favorite athlete is. Odyssey Alexander, JMU's all-star pitcher.
Yeah, a lot of these Virginia girls wrote down Odyssey Alexander as one of their favorite athletes or players.
James Madison right there in their home state.
Incredible run at the Women's College World Series. Didn't that make day 1 exciting?
Yes.
Oh. JMU coming in hot.
A lot of these college athletes, too, tuning into the Little League World Series and paying attention to these games.
And how about the similarity of the states, right? JMU beat Missouri to get to the right. So Virginia beating Missouri, and then Virginia beating, or JMU beating Oklahoma at first day 1. It's
Good
just,
point.
It's interesting.
That's a good story right there. Wow. Love it when that lines up.
Just like we planned it, right?
Yeah. These were the top 2 teams in their pools. There were 2 pools, the Jenny Finch pool and the Jessica Mendoza pool. These 2 teams finished at the top, and they've met here in the championship game. This is Erica Figge, top of the order for Virginia. Filthy.
Changeup is something special.
Yeah, she keeps throwing it. I would too. Work something hard on the corners and throw that changeup right down the middle.
Bunt rolls foul by Erica Figge. What a do-it-all player, though, for Virginia. Talking about Erica, I mean, she came in and pitched in this game when they needed her. She's made some great plays in center field.
She came in with a 700 batting average.
Yeah.
That's like, I want to say slow pitch, but that's even better than slow pitch, I think, at times.
I think
right?
so, too, yeah. She makes a lot of contact, makes a lot of hard contact. We'll find some hard ground balls, line drives to get through the infield. Good speed. Has a 10 stolen bases.
5 steals for Erica Figge. Two count coming.
It's a good take by Erica Figge. You know, we talked about how talented she is. She can steal bases, she can dive, she can pitch, but I think one of her greatest talents is she can juggle.
Yes, she can.
Her dad can juggle pretty good, too.
Multi-talented players at the Little League Softball World Series. All kinds of talents.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Lily Beveridge made that grab with looking into the sun, too. A couple of great catches in left for Beveridge. Oklahoma up big. Top 3 batters in this lineup have scored 6 of their 9 runs.
They've had a big day at the plate. And Alexis Kierstadt, she's just playing so hard. Their leadoff hitter. Been a spark for them out in defense, making plays, taking extra bases. Such a good athlete.
I thought it was also interesting, too, how a lot of these Oklahoma players also mentioned Mackenzie Donahue for Oklahoma.
Yeah, they did.
Right? Who was just a spark plug for the Sooners this year.
We heard a lot of Donahue
That's
in the stands.
And this team kind of plays with that sort of energy and power and, you know, kind of compact and just explodes out of their, their body.
A lot like, which reminds me a lot of Alexis Kierstadt, to be honest.
Yep.
Same hairstyle, too, I think.
That really completes the picture, right?
Yeah.
Candace Burnett leading off. Bottom of the 5th. Yeah, Oklahoma has been the team to beat this week in Greenville, and nobody's been able to do it yet. They went undefeated in pool play. Each team played 4 pool play games before they got to the bracket portion of the tournament. Oklahoma, the only one to make it all the way through. They won that Mendoza pool.
Undefeated in regionals, too.
You got to see them in regionals, right? Yeah, they were very strong.
Their first game together, you know, they had just practiced 2 times and came out, and we're still learning team chemistry, and love this, to see them come together and think about what their team chemistry is like now as they've played together throughout the summer. And that's, you know, another reason why summer softball is so special, because these friendships and these memories and that time spent in the dugout and at the hotel room, you can't beat it. You just don't ever have any time like that again in your life, living it up.
And a lot of players put that down on their questionnaire as the thing they were most looking forward to, was spending extra time with their teammates.
Yes, so cute.
Well, especially after the last year where everybody had to stay apart, now finally back together.
Well, Amanda, because you got to see Oklahoma in regionals, how have you seen that chemistry pay off for them here?
You can just tell that they're more comfortable with each other, especially inside the dugout, from just how they even stand there next to each other and communicate and talk, that they've just grown and grown. And I mean, think about what it's like for us even. Whenever we're together and get to be a team again and meet up, we love spending time together. Same goes for them. It's just a few more of them.
You know, there's so much connection too between these teams, and it's because they're part of a team, but also it's culturally. I mean, this Oklahoma program is made up of 80% Native American, so they're so proud of that. As Riley Dotson makes it safely to first. And there's 4 different Native American nations that are represented. These communities, these families love softball, and it's got to be so neat to see these young ladies out here playing on this stage.
Yeah, and 80% of the players on the team and coaching staff are Native American.
Yep.
And it runs deep all through different ages 8 to 50, Coach Galvin told us. And
they play softball, right, at all ages, which is awesome.
Cheyenne Dill has 2 on. A walk and an error have put 2 runners on for Oklahoma. The winning run is at first base.
That we've got our best weather for the championship game. Hurricane, what's the tropical storm? What was it?
Fred,
yeah, but he rolled through. We got a little tiny bit of rain earlier, and then it's been beautiful.
We planned it that way, did we not?
Yeah, just how we planned it.
Cheyenne Dill. Runner is safe. Bases loaded. Oklahoma just needs 2 runs to win it.
Riley Dotson going in hard to second base, running and just making sure she gets to the bag. Look at the way she's going to beat this throw. A little bit of a late slide. Good effort by the middle infielders to try to make something happen. Myers to Walter, but just a little bit late as Dotson was running hard in the second.
Brings us to Allie Tucker. She had a double last time up in the 4th. Pops up in foul territory. Miller drops it. And it goes foul. Remember, Little League, the run rule is up 10 runs after 4 innings. So that winning run is standing at second base right now.
So defense for Virginia pulled in. Middle infielders in. Corners are back.
Burnett, Dotson at second, Dill over at first.
Tucker, a .429 batting average coming in. She takes hitting lessons from Sydney Pennington, who's a third baseman superstar at Oklahoma State University. So again, I love the fact that all these young ladies are connected with their universities and their home states.
Riley Dotson on second base, you're trying to get a good jump and thinking anything in the grass that you're scoring, understanding that you are the game-winning run standing at second base. Important here not to get doubled off for any of the base runners. Sure to see it down. That will be a ball on the batter. Illegal pitch because of the fact that she started and stopped her pitch.
I think she wanted to change the ball out and didn't realize she had started.
Allie Tucker rolls it to short. They're throwing home. Walter to Bossler saves the run.
Kaylee Walter has gotten tested so much in this game, and she just continues to hang tough at shortstop. Good heads-up play and communication by the Virginia defense to get that lead runner and keep a run from scoring.
Winning run is now Dill at second. Oh, what a grab, Erica Figge! Oh!
We have seen Erica Figge do that before. She has such a great first step. The center fielder reads the ball off the bat very well. This looks like this is going to the fence, and Figge says, oh no. She reaches out, gloves that up, and almost doubles it up. Look at the way she's going to reach, going into the gap. Looks for the secondary play. Really good job by Erica Figge.
Oh, what a wet gem.
She's a determined young athlete, you guys. You can tell she's somebody who puts her mind to something, and just whatever it is that she wants to get done, she's going to get it done.
Guys, she told us she loves first base, but she said, all right, I've got to play center. I'm going to try to own this position. And boy, has she.
She should stay out there with the amount of ground that she covers.
Yeah, she's so fast.
Just robbing outs left and right for the pitching staff.
Well, and because of the way Oklahoma was playing that, they thought it was going to the fence. They weren't even able to tag up on that.
So true. Yep. So true.
I mean, normally you would tag up on something that well hit into the gap.
Yeah.
Miley Needham at the plate. Winning run still on second.
Still 16 hits on the board for Oklahoma, but Hodges has done a nice job of coming in and throwing strikes.
Needham rolls it to third. Virouette will make the throw. And Oklahoma still up by 8. Last chance for Virginia here in the Little League Softball World Series Championship.
Goodness. Oh my God. Look at that little smile.
Oh, man.
We want to remind you, Yankees, Red Sox, if you're looking for that game, it's over on ESPN2. We will get you there as soon as we finish this championship game here at Greenville. Aislinn Bossler, first up for Virginia, facing Cam Casey. Oklahoma's bats have been more electric than ever tonight. 9 runs on 16 hits. Virginia was actually the team to score first in the top of the second inning. What a great play by Allie Tucker at second and 1 out.
It's just a complete Oklahoma team,
I know.
Amanda. They have done everything. They can pitch it. They obviously swing it, but their defense has been impressive.
Is there something in the water in Oklahoma? I mean, because think about it. Of course, Oklahoma won the national championship, and we know about their offense, but Oklahoma State had such a good year, too. And then this team, like, what's going on in Oklahoma, Michelle?
I think this Oklahoma team they've earned the right to say boomer sooner. I mean, they are
They
booming
do
it.
that. Yeah, no, they do. They like that cheer.
16 hits?
Yeah.
It's Oklahoma time. It might be.
And only giving up three hits on the other side.
Yeah, Oklahoma had only allowed 5 runs heading into this game. This is their 6th game of the World Series.
Yeah, they had 3 shutouts coming in. Just impressive.
Kaylee Mitchell at the plate for Virginia. Dotson is out in center field. 2 down. Oklahoma starting to feel it. And it comes down to Jasmine Miller. She has lived all over and is moving to Kenya right after this Little League Softball World Series finishes up. Her dad's in the military. Virginia has been a fun team to watch. They won their pool. They came in and rallied after trailing by 4 yesterday to make it to the championship.
Yeah, they have a lot to be proud of.
Cambry Casey. History for Green Country Little League. Oklahoma wins the Little League Softball World Series for the very first time.
Congratulations to Oklahoma. What a complete victory. Just a great team, and kudos to Virginia on a great summer.
Oklahoma, they have been dominant all week in Greenville, and their bats show that tonight. 9 runs on 16 hits.
Yeah, and they set a goal at the beginning of the summer to win this Little League Softball World Series, and they